My name is Major Tammy Duckworth, and this is my story. I grew up in Southeast Asia. My father worked for the United Nations, so I got to live overseas when I was a young girl. I lived in American communities overseas, so I went to an American school. I was a Girl Scout as a young girl. I was about 22, 23 when I finally decided that I wanted to join the Army. I was selected to go to flight school to become a helicopter pilot. By the time that I was sent to Iraq to serve, I was a battle captain, and I was flying my helicopter just north of Baghdad, which is the capital city of Iraq, when some insurgents shot at our helicopter with a rocket-propelled grenade. We were able to land the aircraft, but the explosion caused me to lose both my legs. I spent 11 months at the hospital recovering from my wounds and getting better and learning to walk again and learning to live my life without legs. You don't think about it, but you have challenges just with trying to enjoy your life. I had to find a way to enjoy being active and outdoors and doing all those things and finding new sports that I could do. I run marathons now. I do them in a wheelchair. I'm learning to surf again. I can't stand anymore, but I can still get out there on a surfboard and enjoy the waves. We all have to figure out a way to face the obstacles in our lives. What works for me is just to take it in small steps, but just don't quit. Just to keep trying. If I lay in that hospital, I just let the size of the challenge overwhelm me, I would never have been able to even get started. But I decided that I would take it in small steps. And that's how I've always done things in my life. It's like, okay, well, what's the first thing that I need to do? I was the highest ranking amputee at Walter Reed and the oldest. At this point in time, I was 35 years old. And that's when I started speaking out on behalf of other patients, was when I was a patient myself. They would come to me and ask for help because I was the highest ranking person. Even though I was another patient, I just kept doing what I thought was the right thing to do, and that led to this job that I have now. The strength of America comes from her people, comes from all of our different backgrounds, where we came from, what our families taught us, the things that we overcome, and together, all of our differences is what makes America strong. And that's why it's important for everyone to tell their own stories. You never know when your story about something difficult that you faced and your challenges that you overcame is going to inspire someone else to do something else in their lives. So I encourage all of the young women, especially in Girl Scouting, to talk about your stories. The things that I learned in Girl Scouting really helped me when I became a cadet to grow and try to become an officer in the Army. And so your stories now, even though you think, oh, I'm just a girl, nobody's going to be interested in my story, you're wrong, because people are interested, and you can add value and you can add strength to our nation with your story.